hello. How y'all doing?
Hey, good evening, everyone.
Good
Doing
evening,
good.
good evening, good evening.
Good evening, everyone. Today's show, we're going to talk about money, money, money. Why should I be punished because I got money? So, we're going to start off with going way, way back. Eric, Marcella, when y'all were children growing up, did y'all grow up with a silver spoon in your mouth or did y'all grow up poor?
Poor. Grew up poor. I think it started with me from an early age because my mother was always a very responsible woman, and my mother I was raised with four boys in the house, and she was so hard on me. So I used to always wonder why she did the things that she did. We grew up, we got food stamps and stuff like that. We grew up hard, but my mom always had a job, and she used to always instill in me and in her children that you don't want to be in a whole lot of debt. You want to pay your bills. You want to save money, and I paid attention to that as a young child. And then I started realizing as I got older that it's easier for us to just utilize things without having to financially pay for things. So me paying attention to how my mom was and things that she instilled in me, I knew at a young age that I didn't want to grow up and go through the same thing that our parents went through, which was a struggle. You understand what I'm saying? Which was a struggle. And the reason why a lot of times too that I decided that I was going to make sure that financially wise I was okay, even with my credit, because a lot of times when you have to depend on people, that's not a good feeling. And sometimes people make you feel like you can't, they're not going to help you. And so I decided at an early age that I was going to make sure that I was okay financially. I was going to make the best decisions that I could watching my mom, because she did. And before she even passed away, she told me and my husband, she said, whatever y'all do, she said, don't have a lot of credit cards, don't have a lot of debt. She said, always pay your bills and make sure you put something up for a rainy day.
Okay. Eric,
Well,
what's your
if it's
story?
if a word worse than poor, that was me. Uh, my mama got hurt in an accident, and she pretty much never recovered. So it was one of them things. It was free lunches. We were there. We ate breakfast. We ate lunch. There was some days you went without. So what I told myself is, no, it's got to be a better. There's got to be a better way. So I started saving early. Even my mom was like, how long you been hiding that money? This long. She said, okay, that's good. Keep it up. So that's when the males in my family, they came through from both sides. And they was always wondering, like, why everybody always telling me stuff or trying to teach me this, teach me that. And I see why they did what they did. Hey, you got to do this. You got to do that. My uncle, he had, what was it, about 10 kids. And that man showed me how to handle money. He showed me how to handle money and how you should handle it, what you should do with it, you should save and all this and all that. He said, use your good examples and your bad examples. And that's what I did. And it only made sense to me to save, because I knew, I said, shoot, I want to have a family one day, and I can't be a family and mishandle money. And I just look at all the bad examples I had in family, in my family alone. That's the first people you see, your family. And I said, well, I'm not going to be like that. And I've been saving money ever since. I've always saved money. Always. Because you can't say it makes sense, because it don't to everybody. If you ain't got yourself together, then it's not going to make sense to save. But it has come into practice for us on different. It ain't been a lot, but it's been separate occasions where we needed to go ahead and spend that money. You can even vouch for that. You needed that money, and since you put something away for a rainy day, it's not going to hurt anything because you had it. I would rather save those friends in my circle for a time when I really need them, not because they're convenient. And people are more willing to help you if they know you need it or you got a good track record with them. So I look at it this way. I say I try to never borrow money from anybody, and I haven't. I will try between the two of us, we should be able to conquer anything that comes in here. Now, if I ask you for anything, it'll be advice. Hey, do you know anybody that so and so? You know anybody that does this? You gotta always think long term. You gotta always try to outthink what's gonna happen. You don't want nothing to happen in your house, but stuff can happen. Right. You know, you gotta always long term plan. Even when I was in, that's how I was successful. I long term plan. If you know something is coming up, you plan for it. There's gonna be cars gonna break down, ACs in the house gonna break, this, that, and third. And to stop the mess from the house, you make sure you get a home warranty. And you put some money to the side. Same thing with cars. Everything is if you put your money filters on, then you would have the stuff. You have insurance. So in case you get into a fender bender, you pay your little deductible, and it's over with. You don't have to worry about it. Something happened in your house, you got a home warranty. Pay your deductible, you don't have to worry about it.
Right.
Because some of the prices they be showing, thank God for insurance.
Well, see, I think what I was trying to give is give our backgrounds before we got deep into it. But you already hit it on the nose.
Mm-hmm.
But because your background, Marcel's background, okay, we all came up for it. Like for me, it's one of those things to where what motivates us to prepare ourselves is our background. Mm-hmm. I know my background is different because my childhood was good up until a certain point. And then it went crazy. And I mean, we were homeless for 3 years. So as children growing up in a homeless situation, that's rock bottom. And then when you get a taste of how bad things could be, you never want to have that taste again. You never want to be in that situation again. So growing up as children to adults, our decision-making process was to establish a solid foundation for us to be able to stay away from going back to rock bottom again. So every step we took was designed to make sure we would never be in a situation where we need to reach out to somebody for money, or to reach out for someone, or to be in a situation where we need money that bad to where we're doing bad things. So what was it that gave you that motivation to stay focused on making good decisions for your future?
Going through, like you said, that rock bottom, going through, knowing there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and that's preparing yourself, and that's by preparing yourself by saving money. Just because you got it don't mean you supposed to spend it. Because every little piece, if like I always say, if money goes through your hand, you should be able to save it. So just because you have it don't mean you got to spend, because every dollar you get has got to be portioned off. And you have to stay, you have to be consistent, and you got to stay on top of it, because if you slip, now you got to start all over again. For me, it's the growing up with seeing other kids having stuff that you would like to have, but you don't. But you understand the situation that you're in, but it don't mean you have to like it. So for me, it was just going through what I went through helped me to stay focused and get to where I am.
I think for me was growing up, like my mom, like I said, my mother, she always had a job. So that was the turning point to where, like, by her always having a job, because I was telling you, Mario, that, you know, I had friends that lived in the projects, but we never lived in the projects. So that was a choice my mom made. And so, but then my experience from that was when she used to take us to the projects to see her friends. And I learned that being on the system when you're younger, it's like you limited. You understand what I'm saying? And I said I never wanted to be limited, meaning that I have to go by the standards of what the government says. If you get assistance. So if you live in certain places, then you can't have certain things. It's like they keep you down in a barrel. And I said, I'll never do that, you know? So even when I was raising my children, I never lived in the projects or never put my children in bad neighborhoods because I got that from my mom. But also too, it's like, I think seeing other people go through things too, because I had friends, like I said, I wasn't born with a silver spoon. And like I said, and we was poor. And like I said, it was one time our house burnt down and it burned to the ground. So we had to start over. We didn't have clothes. We didn't have anything. We had to stay with my grandmother, sleep on the floor until my mom was able to get back on her feet. So I went to school one day and I just broke down and started crying. I was telling people that my house burned down. So the school started like giving us clothes and stuff like that. And I was like, wow, you know what I'm saying? But also my different experiences was when I needed help from maybe family or friends, and they made you feel like, you know, it's like when you have to depend on people sometimes, it puts you in a state of mind to where it's like, you know what, I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do so I don't have to feel this way. And I think for me it was a feeling. It's like that's why I don't really like asking people for anything at this moment now, because people really make you feel like when you need people, they make you feel like that you're nothing. Like, you know, and when you have to depend on people sometimes, they treat you a certain type of way. And I said, you know what? When I get my first car, when I get me a place to stay, I'm gonna make sure I maintain that. I'm gonna make sure I maintain that because I just don't like depending on people. I don't like borrowing money from people. I just don't like, it's a feeling for me. To me, it's just that feeling. I just don't like feeling that way. I don't like feeling like I need someone or I have to borrow. And I think too, when you got to continuously go to people and ask for money, I think that's selfish. And the reason why I say that, because you have to put yourself in a situation to where you can maintain. And when you think it's easier to continue to go to people and borrow money from them, I think that's real selfish. And I said I'll never put myself in that situation to where I'm gonna need money, or I'm gonna need somebody to co-sign, or I'm gonna need somebody to, you know, let me borrow money every month to pay certain bills. I just don't want to ever feel that way. It's a feeling for me. It's just a feeling for me. I don't like the way it feels. I just don't.
So my thing was, I felt like as a child growing up, I had no adult capability of making decisions. So I had to follow, you know, you have to go along with the adults that are in charge. And the adults in charge at that time, my mom, didn't make good decisions, made real bad decisions. You know, having 5 children and making bad decisions was a bad thing. And so we as the children paid for that. We paid for it because we were homeless, living out of the car. We were out begging for money in the streets from strangers. I mean, when you hit, like I said again, that rock bottom feeling, and you have no decision making process in that situation, you feel cheated. You feel like you was robbed of what should have been right. So me growing up, I promised myself that I would never be in a position where I would be like that again. And so we made decisions. So here it is. We grow up as children going through these difficult times. It kind of it implanted things in our mind to make better decisions about financial status.
Yeah.
So we decided, I know me and Eric, we both joined the military. And again, I don't know what this thing is. People think we got it made when we go into the military. The military is a difficult path to take. And I know someone said something the other day that kind of triggered something for me, but it's like, you can't speak about nothing dealing with the military if you've never been in their shoes. If you've never came in the military or you never joined the military, and if you didn't go through any hardship in the military, you can't speak on the military, period. And I think that's what's wrong with a lot of people is they think that we got it easy and we got it made and that money comes easy, and it doesn't. And the fact is, we don't have money not unless we, again, make good decisions. Military is just one career path. It doesn't mean that we get all the money in the world. And then for someone to be upset because we decided to go in the military, we decided to retire from the military, and we qualify for all those benefits. How are you going to make me into a criminal because I decided to do something good for me and my family? So these people that I see this, a lot of people that hate the military, hate people that join the military. Oh, guess what? So what? Get over it. You're going to be okay. If you decided not to do what we did, then so be it. But don't put us down because we made better decisions than what you did. And I think that's the problem with today's society is people who make good decisions about life, we get punished for those who didn't.
Yeah. And that's a good point, Mark. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
And that's a good point, Mario, because when we were stationed in Alaska, right? I don't know if you ever heard, it's called the dividends.
Right.
And what the dividends is people don't know is that every year they get a portion of the oil that they have over there. And so every year is something totally different. So when you come over there as when you station there, once you change over and get driver license in the state of Alaska, you qualify for the dividends, right? So one morning I went to work and they was talking about the dividends and stuff like that in the military. So again, what you were saying is people that never been in the military. So they was like saying to us, well, it's not fair that y'all able to come over here and get the dividends, right? But we can't go on the military base. And I said, it doesn't make sense to me. I said, then if you want to go on the military base, I said, you need to join the military. I said, but there's qualifications in the state of Alaska for the military that if you come over here and you get an Alaska driving license, you qualify for the dividends. You only have to be over there 1 year. I said, so how are you penalizing us because you can't go on the military base, but we can receive the dividends after a year? So that's the same thing that you were saying. It was like they feel like that they think that the military, it's not fair. That's not even y'all state. I said it doesn't matter. I said it's qualifications. I said every military service member, every military spouse, and every military and their dependents, everybody gets a check, Mario. If it's $2,000 per person, if you got 10 people in your family, you multiply 10 times 2,000. That's what everybody in the household gets their own separate check.
Right.
But and I said the same thing you did. I said, well, go in the military. I said, go in the military. Go in the military. You can go on the military base. I said, but the state of Alaska said that we qualify for that after 1 year being over there. So you can't get mad at the people in the military that's getting the dividends.
Well, see, the thing is and that's a good point. That's a very good point because being in the military, we do get qualified for different things. And Travis, yes, there's people right now. We're going to talk in detail about that. Yes, people really are hating on the military. People hate on the military because we go out here, we provide services to our country. We put on that uniform, we go over and do stuff that nobody else wants to do. True. And I mean, we come back. And I think that's what's going on in today's society is people look at us as we're punking out. We're giving our souls to the man. One of the things I heard. And I think one of the things I want to stress to people is military is a career path. Okay. It's a career path. If you decide to go to the career path of the military, the benefits that come with it. Now keep in mind, going overseas in a combat zone is way below the standard of living. And a lot of people don't understand that. Yeah. You're being away from you're being robbed of your time with your family. Yeah. You're being robbed of your dignity, and you're being robbed of your freedom. Living conditions, all that above. So when we sacrifice, we go out here and we sacrifice, we know what we're getting in the end game. We know what we're doing. So don't get mad at us because we decided to do something with our lives and so many people chose the wrong path or decided not to do anything. So that's the first thing I want to say that right off the bat is that, okay, myself, Eric, we both chose the path of the military. Our families gained the benefits of what we did in the military. Now here it is, we are retired from the United States Army. We go out here, we have pretty much sacrificed our bodies, our time away from our families. We have done so much for our country, and then to come back to our community, and our community tries to belittle us because we're getting money. Why are you punishing us? Because of something that you chose not to do? Yeah. So that's one of the things that people need to understand is that we all have choices, and we decided to go into the military.
Mm-hmm.
Now, throughout our military careers, our families, our friends think because we're in the military, we have all this mysterious money to where we can loan out.
Mhm.
I'm gonna tell y'all like this. I'm not loaning out another damn dime to no damn body. Period. I hope everybody who's out there hears that, and I want you to understand that. I work hard for every damn dime that I get.
Yes.
And so
Yes.
I've loaned people, I try to help people, I've tried to do stuff to help people, and guess what? It blows up in my face every single time. So
Yeah.
as of today, I decided I'm not giving out another damn dime to nobody.
Mm-mm.
I choose not to. Don't ask me for nothing. Don't even ask me for $1.
Hey, the way you fix it is instead of $1, they say they need help. You go over there and you physically help them. That's
Well,
what I do. I'm
but
not
the thing-
giving out. I tell them from long. I'm not giving out no money to nobody with a
But
T
see-
in it, not a D with a T. Nobody. I'm not doing
There
it.
is a difference when you're trying to help somebody and when people feel they're obligated to get it from you.
Exactly.
Yes, yes.
There's a
Exactly.
big difference. Just
Yeah.
because you ask me for something doesn't mean I have to say yes.
And don't assume that just because we told you no, that you know that we got it. You know what I'm saying, Mario? It's just the assumption of that. Oh, I know you got it. How? How do you know that?
Well,
And
Marcella, you giving them too much benefit. It doesn't matter if they got it or don't got it. If I say no, that's the bottom line.
Mm.
You know,
I know what you're saying, Mario. But it's like it's not like they said that to me, but you can just tell by just the assumptions. Like when you say no, there's that pause, and then if they stand in front of you, you see that facial expression. You know what I'm saying? So in their minds, I know that's what they're thinking, Mario. Like you said, you're right. I don't have to explain when I say no. No is no.
I'm not doing it. Well, we can't add. We ain't gonna call him because he gonna say no. That's right. Don't call me. I'm good because that's your problem.
For another thing. Like,
That's your problem. That's your problem. You have not called me, so why are you calling me now
exactly.
when you need something? When you want something, not need when you want something.
Exactly.
I'm gonna say no. I don't know. I ain't heard from you in 5 years. Why would I say yes to you? I don't know your situation. I don't know if you're gonna pay me back or not. I'd rather save a friendship. So I'm not gonna loan money out. Why? The love of money is the root of all evil. Not money itself, because a dollar can't be evil. It's the love of money is the root of all evil. I mean, people get downright nasty with you for money that they owe you.
right. See,
Nasty. I know I owe you. I give it to you when I feel like it. Who are you talking to?
Right. But see, that's the thing is, and you said save friendship. Well, friends wouldn't ask you for money from the very beginning.
I was finna.
Bingo.
I mean,
right.
that's what I'm saying is that I just want to make it plain out there.
To that. I was getting ready to
Yeah,
say
because
that.
I mean, I'm just like with me, friends don't ask friends for money.
Yeah.
There's a difference to where we're going somewhere. I got you and you got me, and we have that relationship. Yep. That's different. But when you got someone come out of the clear blue and they asking you for money, it is like, okay, no, I'm not going to give it to you.
No.
And then just like I'm going to put it out there again. When I left the United States Army, I told everyone, do not ask me for a dime because you're not going to get it. Now, some people, I felt like I wanted to help them. So I did help them, but guess what? I paid for it. They didn't pay me back. Now, that's one thing I've learned. If I give somebody something, I don't expect it back.
Yeah.
And the reason why I don't expect it back is that's going to keep me from going crazy on them. It's going to keep me from doing harm to them. Because if I don't put that in my mind,
yeah,
and I feel like you owe me money, it's going to get ugly. But that's the thing that people need to understand is you need to make better decisions about the choices you had in life. We all had that same time in life to make decisions. Nobody was robbed of making a decision on which way to go in life.
And we all had struggles too.
Right. If you chose to go out here and do bad things in this community and in your lifetime, then you paid the price for
it. And can I say this too, Mario? Also, too, when you mentioned about like y'all going overseas and stuff like that, you also have to have a partner that has the same mindset as you when it comes to finances. You understand what I'm saying? Because like you said, like whenever y'all go overseas and stuff like that, and we as spouses, we're home and stuff like that, we're home, we still have to make decisions because we've left back here to make decisions. So when y'all come back, y'all have to come in and, just come in and
traumatized.
Yeah, you have to come in and make sure, and we have to make sure everything is good. And so that's why, like I said, even when my husband used to deploy and stuff like that, financially, I'm telling you, I made the best decisions. And that's one of the another reasons too, why we are where we at today, because of my decisions as well. Because there's horror stories out here where, whether it be a male or female that's in the military, they come back, they got Dear John letters, the spouse done took all the money out the bank, they done moved Bob down the street in, or they done left the house and they took everything, and these soldiers, and it's enough for y'all to go through what y'all have to go through when y'all leave your family. Then when you go into a war zone, to come back and worry about financial stuff. So you also have to have that partner that's going to have the same mindset as you. And I thank God that we're on the same team and we think the same, because if you don't, that's horrible. Just imagine if you're good with money and then your spouse is not good with money, it's going to be a problem,
Well, see, the thing is, and see, what I'm saying is, it's not about the spouse or the husband or wife. It's about the household as a team. And what I'm saying is, as a team effort, what goes on in your household is one thing different than when someone comes in and wants to feel like they can come into your household and take your money from you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Regardless on it's not the decision-making process is one thing.
Mm-hmm.
But when you work together as a team, that is your household. So it's like, if you, like I said, and if you have a situation where you have a bad spouse, then guess what? You made a bad decision.
Yeah.
So you pay for that decision. So I mean, what the point that I'm making is that there comes a point where you have to make good decisions and bad decisions in life.
Mm-hmm.
If you choose to marry the wrong person, then that's your fault. If you knew that person was a gold digger when you married them, then guess what? You get what you get. But my point across the board is that we should not be penalized because of the decisions that we made in life.
That's true.
We should not be penalized because y'all stuck together and worked together as a team as husband and wife to establish to where you can actually enjoy life at a younger age.
Now, since you're talking about penalizing, for all the viewers out there, give them an example of what you mean by being penalized. We know what you're saying, but for the people that it's
for being penalized is that you are everybody in your damn family coming to ask you for money. That's being penalized. Why the hell am I the bank of the family now? I am not Bank of America. I'm not Wells Fargo. I got no darn Chuck Wagon behind me. That's the problem, is just because someone made right decisions, they shouldn't be penalized.
Exactly.
If you need money, you take your butt over to Bank of America, Wells Fargo, whatever, which one, City Finance, whatever you want to go to get your money. Don't come to, and that's what I'm saying, is that just because people in your family have made the right decision about doing things in life, investing their money, working hard for their money, working 3-4 jobs when they're young, so they have more money when they retire at a young age. Don't penalize me because I made the right decision and you didn't. Yep. And that's what it is. There's a lot of hatred out there for the military. It's because their hatred is like, well, okay, we go out here, we get 20 plus years of our life, and we're able to live our life for the rest of our life. We live comfortable for the rest of our life. Don't get mad at me because I made a decision. You didn't make that same decision.
That's true.
So when people talk about stuff, oh, you're just alive and out the government. Guess what? I ain't broke. I ain't asking for nobody for no money.
I mean, but Mario, I'm not understanding that though. Like, how are you just living? How are you living off the government? You know what I'm saying?
No, but that's their punk out.
That's their cop out. Yeah,
that's their cop out, is their jealousy on us making right decisions. And I'm like, okay, guess what? You had the same decision that I had when okay, you turned 17, 18 years old, you graduate from high school, you had a choice.
Mm-hmm.
You go to college, you go to the military, or you do your own thing in your own community. If we chose to do the military, you can't penalize us for that.
Exactly.
So that's what I'm saying is that just because we have made right decisions in our life, you're gonna try to call me all kinds of crazy names and all this stuff. But guess what? I got money and you don't.
And you the reason why, at that same mentality, is the reason why we had to confiscate weapons in the combat zone, because you, with your bad decision making, took everything while we're in the combat zone already stressed out, and this person don't know which way to go. They thinking about ending their life, and it's because of you and your bad decisions. Everybody wake up with a chance and a choice. Because you chose to go left, don't blame me.
Exactly.
But I tell you what, if you come at me about this military thing, because I take it personal, I'm gonna burst your bubble, and I'm gonna do it politely. I'm not gonna say not one cuss word, because it's only one reason why. It's only one reason why you got something against. It's the military, it's the policemen, it's the nurses, it's the doctors. You are mad because your chance and the choice was wasted with your bad decision. So you mad at the world. You think the world owe you something. They owe you nothing.
No. And that's
They
what's
owe you
wrong.
nothing.
That is what's wrong with this crazy world we
Yes.
live in, is that people make up excuses for people making bad decisions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, woe is me. I decided to go out here and steal a car and it messed up my life. You chose to do that, not me. You got caught. You shouldn't have got caught.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just one of those things to where you make a bad decision, so you pay for it. But don't come boo-hooing, oh, the white man's trying to put me down. No, your ass, you're gonna put your own self down. You should
put yourself down.
And so then what people do is they make excuses why they can't achieve things. So what they do is they go out here and they say, oh, the white man got making all the money, won't let. Guess what? But Erica, what color are you?
I'm black.
Are you sure? Because I know you're successful, you're doing great things. Did the white man slow you down from getting any money? Did he stop you from achieving your goal?
No.
So why, when people start saying it's about race, okay, why are so many of us doing good? And then not only are we doing good, but we're going back in to help other people on our own terms. Not on their terms, but on our terms.
Yes.
And get this. I did my research. There are a lot of people of color that's willing to help other people of color to be successful. I forgot her name. I go remember her name. There's a female, a black female, and a male financial advisor that give classes or talk to people. I think it's YouTube. Yeah, YouTube. And they give videos on how to fix your credit, what to do when you go get a car, what to say, because a lot of people don't realize, the ones that make the bad decisions don't realize that the dealership needs you, not the other way around. They need you because it's their commission. So you don't have to take what they put in front of you. You tell
Eric,
them what you want.
Look, no, Eric, that's too much work for me. That's way too much work for me. I just want to sit on my ass and then hand me the money. I don't want to do all that extra work. I don't want to go out here and do the right stuff. I just want people to hand me stuff. Yeah. And I think that's the problem with a lot of people nowadays, is they want handouts. They want to come to the people
right then and right there.
They have made right decisions in our lives, and then they want to come to us. Oh, boo-hoo, woe is me. Oh, boo-hoo, woe is me. What's wrong? You made a bad decision? Oh, I feel for you. Can you borrow what? Hell no.
Didn't I tell you not to go get that luxury car? Because 9 times, I forgot the percentage, but majority of people don't do their research. When you get a car, the first thing you should research is maintenance. What are the maintenance costs? And a lot of people with these luxury cars don't do their research.
Well, I mean, it's not even that. They live outside the means anyways.
Exactly.
So it's what I'm saying. So again, another bad decision takes you down the wrong path. Yeah. So just because you made a bad decision, you went out and bought this Mercedes, knowing that you can't afford your rent, but you went and bought a Mercedes anyways. So, and you want me to do what? You want me to loan you $100 so you can get the tire fixed?
Go find me.
And and like you said again, where they penalize us as well, like you said, Mario, is to where that they actually come up to us and they ask us for our money that we work hard for. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, you penalize us because you feel like the fact that we made good choices where it comes financially wise, even credit wise, that you just automatically think that,
You
well,
good for it.
I'll just go to them because they good for it. They
Mhm.
got it. They get it. They, like I say, the government pays them, like you said, every month. So they can throw me $100 over here every now. They ain't gonna hurt for it. You know what I'm saying?
No. No.
Say it in
I'm telling you like
Spanish.
this. I'm telling you like this. If someone comes up to me right now and asks me for money, the answer is going to be no.
No,
I don't care
I know it
what.
in 12 languages.
Better yet, I know it in 4. But I mean, I know no is no, and I just want people to understand that I'm sick and tired of trying to help people that won't help themselves.
That's right.
Woo, Jesus, yes.
It's
Yeah.
like you
Woo.
make it's a difference to where if you make one bad decision
Yes.
and
One.
things go wrong, but when you consistently make bad decisions after bad, you have a track record for over 20 years of making bad decisions and handling money. Why would you think I'm going to let you borrow anything from me, knowing that you have a track record of not properly handling money?
And you know what, Mario? It's funny that we're on this because, like, even like my daughter, we was having the same conversation today, and she was saying that somebody came to her, and so and like, oh, you think you're better than everybody else? She's like, no, because she said because I go to work every day, because I pay my bills, and they told her that she thinks because they in a situation to where they keep on making bad decisions, Mario. So they said this to my daughter today. Oh, you just think you're better than everybody else. She's like, no, I don't look down. She said, no, I don't. She said, but my choices are better. I go to work every day. I pay my bills. I save my money. And I'm like, and she's being penalized because now you're trying to make her feel like she thinks
right decisions.
She think that she's better than everybody else because she goes to work and she pays her bills, she saves her money. So that's crazy.
Well, look, if that's the case, like hell yeah, I'm better than every damn body.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's what it all comes down to, I mean, that's what I say. If that's what makes you feel better, yes, I'll accept that. I am better than every damn body because I made the right decision.
They don't understand.
That's the problem that we need to stop the madness and start putting these damn people in their place.
We do.
We really need to stop. We need to stop. We really need to stop because why should we feel guilty for saying no?
Exactly, Mario.
We shouldn't feel guilty. I mean, I have no problem telling somebody no. I'll go look for somebody else that might help you, but I'm not going to be the one. Man, yeah, hold on. Salvation Army. Look, I got somebody over here needs some money. Can y'all help them? Okay, you go see Salvation Army.
There you go.
But my thing is this: is like if I decide to do something, it's going to be on my terms.
That's right.
It's not going to be on your terms. It's never going to be in your terms. When you have to ask, you have to deal with whatever the terms come your way.
But I'm not how they are.
But that's the problem is that our families are the number one suspects.
Yes.
In this situation.
Yes.
Yes. Because it's hard. Don't.
Let's see that. What's up, Donald? He says, I think sometimes we're scared to say we are better. It's okay. I made better choices. Exactly.
That's right. It's right. Because it's hard. You sitting there on the outside looking in.
That's right, Donald.
Talking about they got it. They did. No, you don't have to. When it comes to money decisions, it's not just getting, it's also maintaining. That's another column for the money. You have to maintain. So we got whole homes up in here. We got to walk around. We got to look because it's made by man and how's it settled, this, that, and the third. It's a constant thing. You got to be looking at your car. You got to be looking at this, that, and the third. It's not that we got a smooth ride up in here.
No.
It's always a thought process. I'm always thinking. She'll ask me in a heartbeat, what's wrong? I say, I'm just thinking about what I got to do. That's all.
Right.
And they're going on. It's always something. It's always something.
Yes.
I was in the middle of doing something before we got on the podcast. And I got to do. I'll get on it tomorrow then.
But you know, Eric, that's what responsible people do.
Yes.
Is we plan in advance what to expect next. We don't sit out here and make bad decisions. Okay, this is the problem. I'm going to break it down all the way down. I'm going to break it all the way down. You got people out here who go out here and spend money on cigarettes and beer, but can't afford to pay their rent or can't pay to have gas in their car. You got people out here who have pets, but can barely find something for themselves to eat. So how are you going to take care of your pet? Then you have irresponsible people out here having children, keyword, not being responsible. I'm not saying go get an abortion. I'm just saying you're having children knowing you can't take care of them. But and then the thing is, you know you're having a child, but you don't change your ways.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens? Now that child has to pay for your bad
mistake,
your bad decision.
Suffers.
So our lives are better because we made better choices.
Mm-hmm.
We made a choice to join the military. We made a choice to do those crazy 20 plus years. We made a choice to look out for our families, sacrifice for our families.
Yeah.
We weren't selfish individuals. So look at all these selfish people out here in this world, and then they want to go boo-hoo, woe is me, or make up excuses for their bad mistakes. So that's why I said that don't penalize me because I have money. Don't penalize me because I made the right decisions. Don't penalize me because I grew up and became an adult and did what adults need to do to live in this world.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. And then to the family members that are sitting on their asses doing nothing but watch us make us money and then think that they should get a piece of it just because.
Taking a good time to ask. Never. Never 1st. That's when you gonna ask me. Never 1st.
And I got an even better one for you. Like you said, being penalized. So it was told to me one time, we was planning stuff, right? And like you said, we putting it out there because family, it's always family first. That the ones that like when we plan trips, the ones in the family that can't afford it, the ones that got extra should put stuff in the pot for the ones that can't afford it. And I said, have you lost your mind?
That's when I said, if money go through your hand, you can save it.
And like you said, because we have ones they buy cigarettes, weed, alcohol, and I said, you think because certain people in their family have money that we supposed to put money in the pot for the ones that don't because they don't want to be responsible? So I was going back and forth with somebody, and I shut that right on down. I said, I don't care how you feel. No, we're not doing that. You have lost your mind.
But we have to, and that's what I'm saying is we have to do this. We have to shut our families down.
Yes, that's crazy.
They will take advantage of us every single time.
Yeah,
I mean, and I think that's the problem in our society is that you got too many lazy ass people who don't want to do the right thing. They want easy money. We didn't get easy money. We worked hard for our money. We made sacrifice for our money. And guess what?
We went through. This wasn't no walk in no park. We were black men in the military. This wasn't no walk in the park. We just made a decision. It's better to go ahead and retire than to get out and not know what tomorrow's going to bring.
Right.
This wasn't no walk in no park. I heard every day, walking and popping. This ain't no walk in the park.
The crick crack.
Yes.
The crick crack. I call it the crick crack.
Yeah, I gotta climb on a 28-foot ladder tomorrow to work on the house. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no walk in the park here. It's not. Stop thinking that we got it easy. We don't.
But it's a decision that we made.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a decision that we chose. And what people need to understand is at what age. Like I know I was 17. I think you said you were 17. I know Marcella, you have been doing your thing ever since.
Same
so
thing,
like we chose to be responsible young adults. We chose to be responsible young adults. We put in the sacrifice.
Yes.
We put in the time we want something better in life. Now, just because we did the right thing, we should not be penalized.
No.
Like I said, family members. I mean, and I'm gonna say it again to all my family who is listening. Don't ask me for nothing. I'm not going to give it to you. Okay, it's like every one of us have made a decision in life. We've made good decisions. I know, like most of my family, they're good. I don't have to worry about my family. But like for those that didn't make good decisions in their life, you better suck it up and deal with it.
And still making bad decisions.
Yep.
And still making bad decisions.
Exactly.
That's the thing is like, why would somebody give money to someone who made 20 years worth of bad decisions? Why would someone want to give money to anyone who made 10 years of bad decisions?
Yeah. 5 years.
Or standing around so people that making them bad decisions, you sitting there calling them, okay, so we're gonna plan the trip. we're gonna plan a trip for next year. Okay, cool. So that means we gotta save, because what do trips do now? They let you pay up until the time because they know that's what people do. So what you telling me is, because we got the money, we gonna set the money to the side, like I said a little bit too earlier. We supposed to pay for Junebug, who got a history of bad decisions. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not paying for him. Hey, he smoked on it. Well, cigarettes are $900 a pack. You better smoke less.
Right.
You see
And
the
I
price
think
of them cigarettes and this alcohol, but you always got to be on Facebook celebrating.
And that's true too. They actually say that to us, that the ones in the family
That
that can afford it should put extra in the pot for the ones that can't. I'm like, okay, well they won't be going, because I look, Mario.
Well, are these
I'm like,
are these the same are these the same family members that go out and spend $200 something on a pair of shoes?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Is that you make bad decisions from the smallest to the biggest thing. You don't have to have the $200 pair of shoes. I'll go get the $9.99 special at Dollar Tree.
Who you telling?
I
Two
mean,
straps.
I mean, you don't have to have name brand clothing. But that's the thing is, you'll see. And the thing is, what blows my mind is that you see these same people out here wearing the most expensive stuff and asking, "Can I borrow $100?"
on Facebook? Talking about, get ready to kill him tonight.
I mean, and that's what I'm saying. It comes to where it's all about financial planning.
Yes.
No, let me back up. It's not about financial planning. Period. It's about being a darn responsible adult.
That's what there it is.
That's what all boils down to. It's just being a responsible adult. It's just like when
financial planning comes in with being a responsible.
But like if I'm single, see the thing is, but this is the thing that gets me is if I'm a single adult, guess what? I ain't got to worry about one person. But if I am a husband, I'm responsible for my household.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm a mother, I'm responsible for making sure everything is taken care of in that household.
Yes.
So those are things that responsible people do. I don't go out to the club knowing I ain't got money to pay the light bill.
But I'm gonna kill him tonight though with this with this fit.
And that is so true, Mario. Like you said, you said responsible adult, because when you're a responsible adult, financial planning comes into place. Saving money comes into place. You understand what I'm saying? So that all goes together. So like you said, because we can't even teach the financial responsibility if they're not a responsible adult.
And you know what? And then the thing is, I'm gonna make this point very clear. Just because you got locked up in jail doesn't mean you can't be successful.
That's right.
Yeah,
I know one gentleman right now who went to jail. I think he did 10 plus years, came out of jail. He now owns 4 different businesses throughout North Carolina. So you can't tell me it's about decision making.
Yeah.
No matter what your circumstances, what your situation is, it's about your decisions on what to do and what not to do.
Yep. There's a guy who was locked up. Me and Sella saw the story. I think it was about a decade or so. He got out and his family was happy for him to see him. They got together, got him a ticket to Hawaii. He was walking on the beach and he said, man, he need to get some money. He said, man, ain't no ATMs on here. He went to his family. They invested him some money, $5,000. Now he got ATMs all throughout the beach. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to make the right decisions. You have to.
Mm-hmm.
If everybody have a setback.
Yeah.
Well, like Steve Harvey said, a setback is a setup for more success. You just gotta want to do better and continue to do better.
And I think Mario too, like you said, a lot of people they don't want to sacrifice. They just too late. Like you said, it's easier to go to Mario. It's easier to go to the Boston's because they got it. You know what I'm saying? For you to go out here and work hard for it, it's easier. But no, like you said, I'm with you. No, I don't have no money to let nobody borrow. No.
Right. That money wasn't that. My thing is that money wasn't planned for you, so no, you're not getting it.
That's true. That is. So
I mean, that's what I'm saying. When we sit down and we come up with a plan, in our plan, our financial planning, do we put money aside for Aunt Juju or cousin Julie?
No.
Our plan is to take care of our family.
You're right.
Is our focus point is to take care of our children and to take care of our wife or spouse.
Yes.
That's the only plan my money is for. My money is not planned for nothing else. There's no
Exactly.
contingency plan for anybody else that doesn't live under my roof.
That's
Yeah,
right.
that's right.
That's me all day. That's
So
me.
so for those that if I sent you money or if I gave you money, because keyword in most cases I gave you the money because I'm not expecting it back. I'm telling you, if I think you owe me money, you better watch your back. Watch your shadows. I mean, but that's what I said. That's why I said most of the time now is like now I'm becoming as I get older, I'm becoming more wiser to what not to do. And that one wise thing not to do is not give anyone a goddamn dime if they ask me for money. And that's sad, but it's the truth is because these people are lazy. They don't want to get up and do the right thing. They don't want to make the right decision, and they don't even want to make a sacrifice.
Nope. It's all about them.
It's too proud. Oh, well, I can't afford this. Oh, when McDonald's is hiring, I can't flip no burgers. Oh, okay, but what are you gonna do then?
Well, I was hoping you weren't hoping
No,
that.
you weren't hoping
You're
nothing.
gonna lose hope, player.
I look. There ain't no openings in my house.
Mm-mm.
I always say keep hope alive with the fist. That's what I say.
But that's what I'm saying is that we have to hold people accountable, and
Yeah.
that's what's wrong is our society. We're producing punks. We're producing lazy individuals that don't want to do nothing for $1. They want everything given to them. That's what our society is doing. We're making our society so messed up. Why is it that we're having such a hard time for our children graduate from high school to get out here and do things?
Mm-hmm.
And that's where that guilt come from, like the guy said earlier, where the guilt come from with our families because we normalize bad behavior, meaning that we feel bad, so we don't know how to say no, so we'll give it to them, and then in the process of giving them money every time they come and ask you, like you said, it's pushing them further and further away from being a responsible adult.
Right.
So we need to stop feeling bad about saying no to our family when they come ask us for money. No. And it should be no, because it's like you said,
no.
No is self-explanatory. No, you know me. You know what it means.
Think about it. No with an explanation means they got an out some way, somehow.
It's just like
what you end up doing, you say no because this is the reason why I'm saying no. Then they just gonna go around what you said. Just say no and leave it at that. I bet they won't ask you no more.
right. But see, it's just like I go back to even to bad parenting. Okay. My father told us when he finally rescued us from that homeless situation. Hey, Vanessa, when he rescued us from that bad situation, and we came into his household. One thing he told us: if we get in trouble with the police, we will sit in that jail cell until your time is served.
That's
What
we
do
said.
parents do these days? Their kids go out here and they do bad things. What's the first thing they do?
Put their house up and lose it.
They run out here and try to save their children. Children made bad decisions. So what they're gonna do? They go bail them out of jail. So what does that teach that child? That every time I do something bad, you're gonna rescue me.
Exactly. And they borrow money from family. They be borrowing money from
it's gonna gradually get worse till you have to put up your house, and that child gonna be like, "This is my third strike. I'm leaving." And now you done lost your house.
And I knew somebody that did that. They rescued. And he went to jail often. And every time he went, she was down there. And so I went to go visit one time, and I said something. She was like, "You don't tell me what to do." I said, "Okay." That's the last time I'm open my mouth. You do what you got to do.
But the thing is, but a responsible parent will hold their child accountable.
That's right.
Yes, exactly.
They're gonna hold their child accountable. It's just like my father made it very clear. If we go out here and do something stupid and get someone off, he's gonna leave us in the jail until our time.
That's what I said. That's what I said. Same thing.
And that's what my grandma told him when they were growing up. So it's kind of like it's like adults, or I should say parents, are not holding their children accountable. If they go out here and do bad things, bully kids at school, do all these bad things in school, and then when they get home, you want to fuss at the teacher, but don't want to fuss at your child.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think our society is completely messed up now.
Yes, it's it's going in the opposite direction. It's like it's
Right.
reversed.
Mm-hmm.
So now,
Yeah.
what are we producing? What type of adults are we producing? We're producing lazy ass adults that
Yeah.
don't want to do nothing.
Entitled.
They feel entitled.
Attitude.
So it's like if you want to earn money, then you go out here and do it the right way.
Yeah. Exactly.
My kids know don't dial my number if you do something stupid and get locked up. Exactly.
That's right. That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Because the opposite word is something stupid. Something stupid is that something stupid is something that you know I would not do. So
Yeah.
instead of saying what would Jesus do, no, what will my parents do?
What would Jesus do?
What will my parents do? Don't put Jesus in there. No, you
Right.
put Jesus wasn't in there when you made that decision. So what you need to think about is what will my parents do. And then that's when that flashback, we ain't getting you up out of here. No, I'll stay here, y'all. I'm good.
I
Right.
don't care if you got, I don't care if you got 6 months, you gonna do them 6 months.
Hey, look, hey, don't think you're gonna be flossing all my money being put on your books. You did that, player.
And you know what else too?
Mm-mm.
And it's like it's really sad too because and I know every family has these. When your family members go to jail, they call you and they say, "Well, they in jail, so I think we can at least put something on their books every month." I'm not doing that.
For
I'm not
what?
either.
I'm not doing that. I'm
For
not.
what?
No, for why? You didn't have to be
I'm
there.
be honest across the board. If you make a bad decision, I'm not sacrificing that one dime.
Nope.
None.
Nope.
You made a bad decision. It's like, I mean, right now in this world, the people make bad decisions all the time. And when they make bad decisions, they're looking for the people that make right decisions to come save them.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
And I'm
Oh
like,
my
no,
God.
I'm
Yes.
not. No, I did not sacrifice. I didn't go
That's
over there
right.
and
You
live
going to
like
suffer. She
crazy.
said, nope, you're going to suffer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
go to
Yeah.
suffer.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. I'm telling you right now, cause they got me on camera, armed robbery. The bail is set at 2.5 million. What? Yeah, I need 25,000. Can you put your house up? Click. Hello, hello. You have
But
a call
but
from Cumberland. Click.
And you know what? How dare you? And it's like even just the thought of somebody asking you that, it's like that's no.
Put my house up, bro. It ain't gonna
Never.
happen. I ain't gonna run and see that right there. It should be your no. I ain't gonna run. It's telling you he gonna run.
I don't even care if you sit. I don't even care if you spend the night with a judge. No,
No,
it don't matter. He can be right
It
there.
ain't
With
happening.
you. No, no.
but I mean, like, did you call and talk to me before you made this bad decision?
Exactly. There
Did you
go.
talk to me
Deer in
first
the
before you
headlights,
made the
look.
bad decision? So you wasn't a team effort before you made the decision. So why should we be teamwork afterwards? I mean, that's pretty much what it is. It's like you want to look like we a
Boy, you
team
on the
now.
road,
Oh, you don't
man.
got in trouble. Now we're a team, but we weren't a team before you make that
I
decision.
know, right? Oh, you trying to? Oh, now you want to tag me in? Now you want to tag me in?
Mario ain't playing tonight.
No,
Mario.
he ain't. I don't blame him. I'm telling you.
Mario said, "Want no team?"
I don't.
I mean, it's like that's what happens.
Yeah.
Is these
That's
these
funny.
individuals will go out here and make a bad decision.
Yes.
Now, did you consult with me before you made this bad decision? Well, okay. Well, you didn't have time. Oh, then why should I have time to hear what you're talking about? Click.
Thank you. Yeah.
I mean, that tough love make us tough to deal with things in life. There is no such thing as tough love anymore.
No, it's not.
Everything is given, and it's like everything is
Normalize bad
entitled.
behavior.
It's entitled or given.
Yeah, because I didn't heard somebody. I didn't heard that. Well, what if you ever go to jail and you? I said I'm never going.
Nope, that don't apply to me.
Then they told me that you can't never say never. I said what I can say never about being a responsible adult, that I would never go to jail. I said it won't be. I said I can tell you some things in my life that I'll say I'll never. So I can't say that. So now, and I said, don't put. Oh, what if you go to jail? You need somebody. I'm not doing. It doesn't matter.
Well, see, my thing is, if I go to jail, I already plan on going. So it's like it's like
yeah,
I don't need to come out.
I know
because
where I'm going if I go.
The moment
it won't be because I made a bad decision. I got them before they got me. That's why I'm going.
That's what I'm saying. If I'm going to jail, it was planned that way. So I mean, it's a difference to where if you get caught doing something versus I'm going to do this on purpose. So when you owe me money and I come after you, then I know I'm going to jail.
That's why I just cut out the middleman.
Not right. That's what I'm saying. It's like
with my friends, it's easier to ask. Hey, look, hey, do you know how to do it? Yeah, I got you, bro.
Yeah.
And people are more willing to help you like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I asked my neighbor, I was working on the truck. I said, hey, man, can you help me? He's like, yeah, what's up? I said, hey, all I need you to do is look in the truck and tell me when all the filings are. That's it? He said, hold on a minute. That joker grabbed him 4 bills and he walked over it. He's like, man, you can call me anytime. All you need is advice. That's good enough for me. And Sella tell you, anytime I call for him, he come because he know it's just advice. It ain't no money.
No.
It ain't the feed. It ain't the field of free. People are more willing to help you. I can call a friend in South Carolina now. He gonna call because he know it ain't. If I'm calling him, then that means I done tried. I'm about ready to shoot the truck. I'm about ready to turn over the house. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna help you because if I call even you, when I call you, that means I've tried it and it don't work. Can you help me? Okay, well, what have you done? I've done this, and this. Well, all you had to do was this. Like you told me with the computer, I already throw the computer out the trash. He said, update the BIOS. I say, what?
Yeah.
Update the BIOS. That's it. Sure enough, I updated the BIOS. Computer been working ever since.
Yeah, because if you true friends, you know, we don't.
Money is the last thing. No.
Not friends for money.
No.
That's not. We're not doing that.
But don't, and see, my thing is, like I tell people all the time, there's a time and place. If I look at a situation and I see someone needs help because they're trying so hard to do the right thing,
different.
That's different. But when you go out here and you're making bad decisions on purpose, and then you want me to come to your rescue? No, I don't wear the Superman cape. I'm sorry.
That's right.
The Superman cape is not designed for that. My Superman cape is designed for
stuff. My kryptonite is you asking me. That's why I can't be Superman. That's my kryptonite. You asking me. That's what it is. Because like you said, if you're trying, I can go out there and help you.
And then especially when someone asks you for money and you look at their situation like where they at that moment, and they in a bad situation because they put themselves there. Oh, I'm not gonna give you. I'm not gonna add my money.
One thing is, I'm talking about these young ones out here now. The young ones out here are trying. Like for the ones that are really trying, that's a difference because they just started life. But if you are my age or older, and you have a track record of making bad decisions,
oh no, bro,
you better keep running because I ain't gonna help you.
Well, let me ask a question for both of y'all and for who's listening, right? Okay, so I'm going off what you just said, piggybacking, right? So do you think that do you think at our age, or even let's just say 40 up, do you think that they should be borrowing money? Like, you know, is there an age limit to where? Is there an age limit to be able to borrow money or not borrow money, Mario and Eric?
Yes.
I would say this. I mean, every situation is, I can't really put an age limit on it, but every situation is just like if I was a loan officer, I'm going to look at your whole situation. I'm look at your credit score. I'm going to look at the whole situation before I make a decision. If I know you have a bad record of not paying people back, making bad decisions.
Yeah, buddy.
No, that's an automatic no. Especially if I know for years you never did the right thing. And I mean, and the key thing is these are simple tasks that you can't do. Your water bill is $75 and you can't afford to pay $75. What the hell are you doing? You have to pay. I mean, those are things. It's just like some of the stuff that comes up. It doesn't make sense. $75. People make $75 in one day, and you can't make $75.
Or you got a good job, but you got a gambling problem.
Well, gambling problem. That's a whole nother. That's like a whole nother category because you're still making bad decisions.
That's what I'm saying. That's part of it. That's bad decisions. Though.
Yeah, you just bad decisions. You just need help. Because like some people who have gambling problems, it's a mental thing. It's a mental defect. So you still don't get a dime from me. Don't get me wrong. You still gonna get a dime from me, but it's just a mental defect. I'm just trying to diagnose what's wrong with you so you can go get the right help, but you're not gonna get $1 from me now. And that's the other thing is if you have a problem and you're not getting help for it, I'm not gonna contribute to it.
No.
Yeah.
And if you're an alcoholic and you know you're alcoholic and you're out here why am I going to give you money to go out here and help you with your addiction?
No, I'm
Exactly.
not doing it.
Exactly.
Nope.
You're right. Exactly.
Not happening. Nope.
And that's what
Not
I'm saying.
happening.
If people need to understand is that when you make bad decisions, you deal with the consequences.
That's
Yes.
right. That's right. That's
Yep.
definitely right.
I don't mind helping someone or saving somebody, but when you make stupid decisions and you make that piss poor decisions or choices, guess what? You're on your own. Tough love. You figure it out. But I think that's what it is that families who have done nothing, and see, this is the thing, is I can actually say this. Most of the people that I have known who have money problems are always coming up with excuses why. They always want to make up excuses why they couldn't do this, why they couldn't do that, why they do this. Those are things that let me know that you're never going to be a responsible adult anyway. You can't even take responsibility for your own failure.
Nope.
Yeah, ain't that, yeah.
Leave it right there.
Yeah, that's a mouthful right there.
We're gonna leave it right
I mean,
there.
that's what I'm saying. If you can't take responsibility for your own failure, how can you take responsibility for your successes?
That's right.
Because you if you don't know what failure is, then how you know what success is? So it's all the same to you.
That's true.
And most people who can't take responsibility for their failures, they're not trying to become successful. Because the first rule is to learn from your mistakes.
Yeah.
If you can't learn from your mistakes, you're never going to go anywhere.
That's right. Yeah.
Cool, but this one's a deep one. I know this was one I want to get out there because I'm tired. I'm sick and tired of people coming to me like I have all the money in the world. This is, again, my contingency plan for my money is for my family. When I say family, my 2 children and my wife.
Yeah, you have to specify now.
Yeah.
You got to. You got to break it all the way down. Well, you said family. No, I said if you are not Tyler, Jaden, or Kathy, you're not part of my contingency plan for money. Period.
Period.
So, I mean, because like I said, it's like I work hard to get where I'm at now, and still working on it.
Thank you. I was just ready to say that. Still working hard.
Yeah. Still working on it and still making sacrifices.
That's right. I got stuff to do tomorrow, so ain't nobody gonna climb that ladder but me. So I gotta make it happen.
I mean, look, and our sacrifices are different. I really wanted that Ford F-150, but I can't afford it, so I went with the Ford Ranger.
There you go.
Now, when I say I couldn't afford it, again, I understand my living expenses.
That's right.
Yeah,
I want to be comfortable. I don't want to live.
We know what you mean. We know
exactly what you mean. I want to break it down to everybody else.
Yeah, you don't want to be car poor.
I know my money coming in. Could I afford to go get that F-150? Yes, but then guess what? That makes me uncomfortable because now I got to make up for whatever differences I have to make up for that price.
That's right.
But with the Ford Ranger, guess what? I still able to live comfortable. That is making a responsible decision.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
So if I know I can't go out here and pay for a Mercedes, then better yet, why would I want a Mercedes? I want a better house. You know, it's like that again, it is like if you're living, and again, if you choose to live in an apartment, that's one thing. But it's like you make decisions based on how you want to live.
That's so true. Because some people just want to drive good.
Yeah, they want to look like they're rich, but still they're poor.
Yeah.
Makes no sense to me, but okay.
Yeah.
But that means, look, just because you try to look rich doesn't mean you're going to get $1 from me.
I know that's right.
Ain't going to happen, player. Sorry.
Yeah. Look, I'll give you some Monopoly money to go with that car you can't afford.
And take that Monopoly money to the boardwalk.
But this was a good show. I think I think I took no prisoners this time. I mean, if I was harsh out there, if I have some of y'all boo-hooing, there's tissue in the bathroom. Go get it.
And if your nose is sensitive, use Kleenex.
There you go.
Wow.
So what's y'all final verdict on this situation?
Just say no. That's all I can guess. Just stop allowing our family to penalize us, stop normalizing bad behavior, and stop being afraid to tell them no. You have to make better, become a responsible adult, make better decisions for your life, and you'll be okay.
I think I like Donald's resource. Mine is going to be this. I'm not better than you, but I just make better choices.
Yeah, that's right.
For me, is say no and mean it.
With no explanation.
That's right. Say no and mean it. That's what that means. Say no and mean
Look,
it.
say no, drop the mic, and walk away.
That's it. Walk away. Leave them right there with that confused look on their face.
Yes, most definitely.
Yep.
But all right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope y'all enjoyed the show. This was good information. And again, don't let family make you feel guilty. If you make better choices, hey, then you make better choices. They'll be okay. All right, y'all be safe. Have a great night, and we'll see y'all next week.
Good night, guys.
Boy, I tell you, yes, I feel relieved. Whew. Yes.